The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Sicilian Corner, winner of the Italian Heritage Media Award, with your hosts, Tom Zappola and Mike Lamazzo.
I'm sorry. I can't help this. Mikey, I can't. All right.
Come on.
All right. All right. So.
Yeah.
Do I have to take over already?
No. We're good. We're good. So we are thrilled. We are thrilled because this is our Christmas show.
Yep.
And we were fortunate enough to find this gentleman through Facebook because he made a post that he was a little pissed off.
Little.
Right.
Oh, my God.
So we would track him down, and he happens to be, I didn't realize this, he happens to be Italian. Are you Sicilian or Napolitan?
Sicilian.
Sicilian. Sal the Elf, and...
I'm just Sal.
Okay, Sal, I'm sorry. Sal. Tom Zappola.
How you doing, Tom?
Mike Lamazzo.
How you doing, Mike?
Now,
I heard a lot about you.
Really?
Were you in Vegas recently?
Yeah, I live in a trailer in Vegas, yes, since I lost my job.
well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sal...
I'm sorry to hear that. It's Christmas time. You don't have a house?
I don't, not yet. I'm working on it.
All right, so Sal, how do I put this? You worked for the big guy.
Yeah, I work for
Santa. Now, I guess something happened and you had kind of a falling out, but what did you do for Santa in the North Pole?
I was the former GM of operations, assembly operations. I'm an elf. We make toys, Tom.
Okay.
We make toys.
Now, why aren't you, this is the height of the Christmas season, why are you living in a trailer in Vegas?
Because I moved. I had family in Vegas.
Did something happen?
No, I lost my job because...
How did you lose your job, Sal?
Well, we were trying to unionize, looking for better pay, looking for a 401k, benefits package and all that stuff. And, he thought I was trying to undermine him, so he let me go.
The big guy thought that?
The big guy thought that.
So how did that happen? Did he call you into his office?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, it had nothing to do with my performance. He was kind of pissed off at me because he found out I was dating his niece.
Listen.
Sandy.
Wait, so you were dating his niece
Yeah.
and you were trying to unionize?
Yeah.
Well, you really can't blame the guy.
Why?
Well,
He thought I was trying to undermine him when I really wasn't trying to undermine him. I was basically trying to undermine his niece.
Was her name Mary Popover?
No. Her name was Sandy. Sandy.
He said Sandy.
Claus. Sandy.
I know, but what made me think that you had an affair with Mary Popover?
Mary
Who
Poppins.
the hell is Mary Popover?
She's one of the elves. Ooh, she got a pair appointed. Oh.
He's been there in the shop.
Obviously.
Evidently.
Obviously. All right, so you were having an affair with Sandy, correct?
Sandy, yeah.
And you were trying to unionize.
We're trying to unionize.
Did you-
We were looking for better pay. All we do
Understandable.
All we do is we build toys, we bake cookies, we box candy, and then at the end of the day we have to go change the reindeer bedding in the stalls.
So before we get into that, because I have some questions, I think Mike does too, regarding the manufacturing of these toys and how you did it. But before we get into that, just a couple of questions. The elves that you tried to unionize, did they? I mean, were you picking up a head of steam with them?
Yeah, I mean they were very disgruntled. I mean the morale was bad and everything. It got to the point. Thank you. It got to the point where we were constantly building toys and we wanted to do other things and basically they were so disgruntled building these toys. They were singing nasty tunes instead of nice Christmas tunes. They were
Really?
They were singing songs like Santa really sucks. Santa really sucks. We realized it wasn't something that was good for the
Well, I mean, you can't really blame
for
them.
the season. It's supposed to be happy.
But you're the one that, like, kind of you precipitated. You're the guy that started it, though.
Well, yeah, because we want to get benefits. You know, all he feeds us is candy and cookies and stuff.
What
like
kind of a
that.
guy
we
is
need
he?
a dental program with that guy.
Okay. Excuse me, I'm trying to light this.
You
here.
don't even get dental?
No, we don't.
Wow.
You good?
I thought elves weren't supposed to smoke.
What's the matter? There wasn't a David Dorf down there you could have grabbed. What did this set you back? 89 cents? What a cheap bastard. You're cheaper than the guy in the red suit.
It's an Avanti.
Yeah, that's all right. I get that. I figured something a little bit better, but that's all right. You can't even light. You got a torch? How about one of those $300 torches they got down there? You got a... Thank you.
Here you go. Let me light that for you.
Oh, thanks.
We good?
I think it's got a leak on the side. Wow, you couldn't have picked a... Okay, let's try it again.
That good?
Much better. Thank you.
What is that?
This is Jameson. The best commodity that ever come out of Ireland.
Really?
Yep, next to boiled dinner.
They don't eat boiled dinners in Ireland, do they?
Oh, those they certainly do.
Do they? Mm-hmm. I thought that was an
That's all
American tradition.
No, that's all they know how to make because they're half sauced anyway out there.
What kind of a guy is Santa? Can you give us a little?
Give us some background.
Yeah.
You know, you think Santa's he's always looking out for people. All he cares about is production.
Bottom line.
The bottom line. He's a bottom line kind of a guy, and you know he's really not as benevolent if you think. He loves kids. I'll give him that. He does love kids, but elves. Doesn't care how tall we are, how short we are. He doesn't care for the elves that much. He really doesn't. No. It's you know. No. He likes exploiting little people. He's like the WWF.
WWF?
He's tough to work for.
Yeah.
Worldwide Wrestling
I know.
Federation.
Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean,
I hear
I got a place to go if I need a job. Trust me. I sent a resume to them.
How tall are you?
4
feet.
4 feet even.
Is that tall?
Is that tall for elf?
Yeah, I'm one of the taller elves.
Yeah.
Sandy's not an elf. She's about as tall as her.
Sandy's regular size.
It's Santa's niece. Santa's not a little person. What are you missing?
Is she nice looking?
Very gorgeous.
How old is she?
26.
And may I ask, because I know elves live to be very old. How old?
Very old.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm in my late 50s.
What's that like in our age? Do you have any idea?
I'm like late 50s.
Sal, let me know if your feet get sore. I'll get you a chair, okay? You can sit down.
I'm good. My feet aren't
I mean,
touching
we'll get you a
almost. I
booster.
just about. No, I'm good. My feet are just about touching.
All right.
Yeah.
Sal, can you take us through the manufacturing process? Because how do you guys produce? First of all, do you produce toys over the whole course of the year?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we piece the toys together with parts that come from China.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff comes from China.
Outsourcing?
Yes, they're always outsourcing. And that's, you would think the little wheels and the axles and the antennas and stuff like that. No, it's all made in China. So
what do you guys, you just assemble them?
assemble them, yeah. So right now, I mean, thank goodness for this administration, we were able to get with the supply situation. We were able to get our pieces to put together. So now we're ready for Christmas.
Unfortunately, you're not part of it.
No, I'm not. But I mean, I still have
How do you
friends
feel
there.
about that? So
I'm going back there once Santa loads all the toys in his sleigh and he's out doing his runs. I'm going back up with the boys and hang out.
really,
Yeah.
do you have a favorite reindeer?
Yeah,
I mean, you get really close to.
I like blitzing. Yeah,
Why is that?
because I like getting blitzing.
Makes sense to me. But am I mistaken? First of all, reindeer cannot live at the North Pole. They can visit, but they can't live there because there's nothing for them to eat.
Well, then whose shit am I cleaning out of the stalls? I don't get it. They're there.
It must come from China.
I don't know.
It must
It
be
might
food
be.
from China.
That's not true
I have
because
no
It
idea.
is true.
No, it isn't because. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you fly? Did you guys fly in food for them? I mean, how does it work?
Guys, don't you know how the
Reindeer
North Pole
can't
works?
live there.
We all eat candy. Don't you get it? I'm clamoring for a sandwich and a salad. You can't get that up there.
Borelli's?
Borelli's, I heard about them. They're very good. That's local, isn't it? Maybe you can take me there to make up for this cheap cigar you gave me. We can go have lunch.
I will be more than happy to do that.
That'd be nice.
I can't today.
No, naturally. You can't do anything today.
Now, you have big ears.
Thanks.
Like most elves.
Yours aren't that small either, pal.
Yeah, I know, but
You're a guy in his 70s, you know about the ears and the nose, pal. You're just covering them up right now. Come on, show them your ears. They're not much bigger than mine.
yours look like a French taxi with the doors
Yes,
open,
they
driving
are.
down a
You're
one-way
right.
street.
Well, this is how we look.
And the point, nice point. Now,
Sandy likes them. That's all that matters.
well, I was going to say, most elves, Tommy, I don't know if you're aware of this, and tell me if I'm wrong, the population of elves is majority woman. So you have the cream of the crop. I mean, this is like.
Now that you mentioned that, Mike, it is. It's like 6-1.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So they reported to you.
Well, they didn't report to me. Everybody reports to Santa. I was just the general manager of the assembly.
So were you, how many, so you were a direct report to Santa. My question is, how many at that tier at your level, was it like Santa to you, to everybody else, or was there a couple of other guys on the same level? Like you handled the assembly, do you have a facilities guy?
Yeah, we had a purchasing agent who bought the parts from China.
You had a purchasing agent.
Yes, we do. We have a human resources, but she's on the take. Because we can't get anything out of her. We're still eating candy, and our bonus is a hollow chocolate bunny from last Easter. So that's basically how we're surviving up there. So
Now,
we're looking for benefits so we can at least get ourselves a dental plan.
Is there any correlation between the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus? I mean, they have a great relationship.
Well, that's a very good question. I mean, could you go to work for the Easter Bunny?
That's my point.
That's something I could. Or I can go work for Willy Wonka. He's always looking for Oompa Loompas. So, I mean, I heard he pays well, too.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. So in the event, so you could actually stay in this industry, whether it be candy or toys.
Toys, candies.
So what are you going to just take some time off right now?
Shovels.
Are you taking some time off right now?
I have no choice. I'm unemployed. After the new year, I'm getting.
Well, I don't know if he can.
Again.
Can you collect, because he really wasn't on the government payroll?
But
no, we're not. The North Pole. I'm collect for what? North Pole's not part of it.
in Lapland, where
You got a
that's
problem
the
with
capital.
taxes. No, you don't know how. You don't understand how it works.
I don't.
No, you don't. Because you were a former teacher, weren't you?
In another life, I
another
was.
life you were.
In another life, I
And
was.
now you sell basically building supplies and you host a radio show.
And I write books.
Sounds like a nice kid. You wrote a book about Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
You
did.
Wow.
We've written 6 books.
Did you? Well, how come I only have one? Probably why I got an 89-cent cigar.
It's a good reason.
I'll get you.
You ever heard of David Dorff?
I did.
Yeah.
He was in that show.
Yeah.
What was the name of that show? The surfing show. Anyway, whatever. Okay, that's right.
Baywatch.
Baywatch.
The Knight Rider.
That's correct. That's
David
correct.
Dorff.
So I guess
You don't get the David Dorff, do you?
I do. I know what you're talking
You
about.
got to talk slow.
But
Got to talk slow.
actually, these are a pretty good quality cigar.
I like Avantis on occasion.
This is the one that I was smoking earlier. That's a vanilla flavor.
Well, it's kind of early for a cigar. I mean, who smokes it? Actually, there are a bunch of guys down there smoking
who
it.
drinks it this time of day?
Guys that don't have jobs.
So what's going on in
Bring that up
Vegas,
again.
Sal?
I spend a lot of time at Circus because I fit in there. I like that.
Circus.
Yeah.
Sal,
I like to play craps and blackjack, but I don't do it all the time.
You know, there's a rumor that was circulating that we heard about. We started doing some research on you. We had to go through your agent. Tommy reached out just to see if you were available.
Who's paying my agent, by the way? Because he's not getting anything from me.
Well, is this the first gig? Is this the first gig that he has gotten you since you become unemployed?
Yeah, this
one
is
of
it.
many.
This
One
is,
of many.
okay.
Yeah, but this is his first.
So I'm getting paid for this.
Well, he is.
He's getting paid for this.
Well, that's between
Okay.
you and him.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. What kind of vig does he get?
He gets
Kind of big.
15%. He gets 15 points.
Usually it's 10 points, but in this market,
He
it's
told us
15.
15.
Everything's gone up. Well, everything's gone up. Even the cost
Now,
of
the
the parts
Super
for
Bowl is
the
going to
toys.
be in Vegas in 24. Do you think you're going to be there?
I hope I'm back at the North Pole by then, but if I am, I'll...
Can you get the local sports teams? Can you watch football? You watch the Patriots out there?
I watch the Patriots.
Really?
They're doing very good this year.
You know something?
great
Given
team.
what was expected, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's good.
Sal, I got to get back to Santa because I've always been intrigued with that man. How does explain how you guys? I know that you were just in assembly, but how did he deliver the toys that he delivered in 24 hours? How is that done?
DHL,
DHL.
UPS, you name it. He used everybody. Uber.
He uses Uber?
He uses Uber.
Have you ever been in the sleigh itself?
Well, we've had to clean it up
You never rode in it.
because he doesn't stop to go to the bathroom.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the type of guy he is.
Really?
Yeah, he's very dedicated to what he does, but he doesn't like elves, and that's my biggest problem.
Now, you have...
That's amazing.
Sal is kind of an Italian name.
Yeah.
The story of elves, from everything that I'm reading, basically began with in Germany.
Okay.
Do
We
you
have
have
German elves.
Do you
There's a
have
lot of German elves. There's a lot of there's
you know
elves
that?
of different
no, and I really don't care.
ethnicities, So
Why don't you care?
Because I'm on either side.
we really should keep the nationalities and the gender neutral conversation at a low because we don't want to offend anybody.
Well, I want to ask a question because we're in a we become a very liberal world.
No.
So, besides male elves
Yeah.
and female elves,
Yeah.
are there any trans elves?
Well, that's a good question because we really don't check for that. It's kind of like the clown has no penis. So I mean, it just
All right,
you're asking a lot of personal questions.
I'm trying to get to the.
I'd flip you the bird, but elves only have 4 fingers, and it wouldn't have the same effect.
You only have 4 fingers?
Nah.
Really?
Do I got to show you?
You're feisty, huh?
I'm unemployed, and it's Christmas time.
Well, I kind of feel bad. I do. I feel bad for you.
No, you don't.
You have any kids?
No, I don't. I'm single.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a
So
good
you're
thing.
not married?
I don't want to be telling tales out of school, but I have been talking to Sandy, and she told me that on occasion, I don't know about trans elves, but on occasion, after hanging out with old Blitzen, somebody here likes to put on a little elf dress and do a little dance.
Well,
Sometimes, I don't know where you're getting that information from. Wait till I get my hands on Sandy. Because really, I'm straight as they come.
have you communicated with her?
Don't make me stand up.
Have you communicated with her?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
she's fantastic.
So, what's the game plan? Are you going to marry her at some point?
No, are you kidding me? We have too much fun up there at the North Pole. That's why I'm hoping to get.
What
back
does she
up
do?
there.
What does she do? I know she's
in accounting.
She's in accounting.
Yeah, all the tall people are in accounting.
Okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, though, you know what I'd like you to do if you can? I would love you to describe the North Pole, how many buildings there are, where does Santa live, where do the elves live. Can we talk about that when we come back?
Sure.
Okay, I appreciate it. We're going to take a
Want to
quick
talk
break.
about buildings? Okay.
Sal the Elf is joining us. We are honored, even though you kind of hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
We're honored that you're
So's
here.
this show.
We're on it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Looking for that something special? All of us here at the Sicilian Corner suggest trying Ristorante Uno, located at 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. For the most exquisite dining experience in an intimate setting that serves authentic regional Italian cuisine and features old country service. Try Ristorante Uno. Did we mention their award-winning wine cellar? Ristorante Uno, 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. Call 617-573-9406 for reservations. That's 617-573-9406. Tell them the boys from the Sicilian Corner sent you.
Today. Today, Lawrence General Hospital has affiliations with leading Boston academic medical centers. Top specialists from Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center and Floating Hospital for Children at Tufts Medical Center work with our local doctors to bring world-class care close to home. Today, amazing partnerships are happening at Lawrence General Hospital. To learn more, visit lawrencegeneral.org/today.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine is pleased to announce the opening of their American College of Radiology accredited MRI unit at their location at 16 Pelham Road in Salem, New Hampshire. So now, in addition to receiving the best orthopedic care in the Merrimack Valley, as well as physical and occupational therapy at Optima Sports Therapy and Rehab, you can also have your MRI, all in one convenient location. The doctors and staff of Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine have been dedicated to providing outstanding medical care to the Merrimack Valley in southern New Hampshire since 1984. Located on Route 97, just off Exit 2 from Route 93 North, on the second floor of the Workout Club of Salem. You deserve the best care, and that's exactly what you'll get from the board-certified surgeons at Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine. Please call 603-898-2244 to schedule an appointment.
A loyal sponsor for the Sicilian Corner is Hilton Oil Company. Hilton Oil has been located right across from the South Lawrence Common since 1932 at 101 South Union Street. Hilton Oil Company specializes in 24-hour burner service, oil deliveries, including automatic deliveries serving all the Merrimack Valley area, plus portions of southern New Hampshire. If you want your car fixed right the first time, bring it to Hilton's state-of-the-art service station. Remember, Hilton's is also a Mass State Inspection Station. Hilton Oil Company, 101 South Union Street in Lawrence. Call 978-687-9793.
This is Cindy
and Mike Kunstler,
owners of Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts,
the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
In addition to spectacular views overlooking our golf course, we have an incredible Italian chef, Benny Curti.
Benny was born and raised in Italy and came to be our executive chef in 2013.
Benny is so passionate about cooking. If you haven't experienced the food at Grazie Italian Restaurant, you're truly in for a treat.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club.
Okay, we are back. We are chatting with Sal the Elf from the North Pole. Angry Sal. I think that's what we're going to call him.
Sort of angry. A little disgruntled.
Angry Sal the Elf, who was canned by Santa for trying to unionize. Yeah. And by the way, before we get into a few more questions with Sal, again, we've said this every week. We've just started with this wonderful facility, the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, part of the United Podcast Network. Please subscribe on YouTube, like, listen, rate, review, and share the show for us. We want to expand our footprint.
I'm curious, Sal. What Christmas dinner? What does Santa or Mrs. Claus and your fellow elves have for dinner on Christmas Day?
Christmas Day,
like around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
He steps it up. He gives us Reese cups.
Yeah, move.
There's some Reese cups. The Three Musketeers.
How do you survive? How can you survive? Where's your protein?
That's what we don't get any. I mean, really, the only protein I really get is from Sandy.
Put the microphone a little closer, please.
Okay, how's that? Better?
Oh, you look much better.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so let's talk about. I want to talk about the facility itself up at the North Pole. Is there one building, 20 buildings?
Oh no, it's one big. It's like a castle. You ever been to Disney World?
I have.
It's similar to that. It's like Disney up in the snow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and there's, I mean, is just one big assembly plant or?
Yeah, the plant is inside the building. Everything's in all one big building. It's like the Emerald City in Oz.
All right, so
Yeah.
now you say you bring in most of the stuff from China.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of it's on the ocean right now.
Is there any?
We start right up again for Christmas for next year. We start right away.
Is there
Right
anything
after
that's
New Year.
handmade by you guys? I mean, I know in the old days you used to have craftsmen.
Well,
no
we
more.
bake the cookies. The cookies and the candy's all made up there.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have a whole facility for that.
Yeah, no, it's in the same facility. What don't you understand? It's like a big castle, like the Emerald City. You ever watch Wizard of Oz?
I have.
Amazon copied what they do in the North Pole, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Amazon of Christmas.
Well, do you guys? And Mikey, you're bringing up a great point. Does Santa or does what would you say? I think you said the name of the company really is SEC.
Santa Claus Enterprises.
SCE.
Yeah, SCE.
Does SCE have any kind of an agreement with Amazon so that when people order on Amazon, order a toy, is that order really? I mean, is Amazon going to Santa
No,
to ship that?
We ship those all into Amazon, and then you order online.
So does Santa get some vig on that?
Oh, absolutely.
No,
You think we get a piece of that?
So you're telling me Santa gets a piece of every Amazon sale? That's unbelievable. What's he do with all his dough?
He's not sharing it with us.
Does he vacation after
Yes,
Christmas?
he does.
Where does he go?
He
do you
goes
know?
on a big cruise. I think we talked about this a couple of years ago.
Where does he go?
He goes everywhere. I think he goes out of Miami mostly.
He does.
Yeah, and he does the Caribbean. Yeah, he does that.
What's
his
he,
big-
the
that's
Western
his-
Caribbean?
Yeah.
Disguise?
The Western. Show off. Man, where have you gone, Mike? We heard through the grapevine that you do a lot of traveling.
I try to.
Yeah.
You learn a lot. You learn a lot. And traveling's good. You got to do it while you're young and you're physically able to do it.
Sure.
Because you know what happens if you're going to wait?
No.
You die.
You won't be able to do it.
You die.
No, there you go.
So,
Right.
you
Well,
know
we live a
something?
long time ourselves.
The little rugrats don't need your money.
No, they don't.
Spend it on yourself.
Speaking of which, man, I mean, there's...
You don't have many Zordis left?
No, it isn't that. It's like, I live in Vegas, and I see a lot of parents, dropping their kids off at the park, and then they go in, and they basically...
Yeah, but haven't you?
They're pissing away the
you're living,
college fund.
Yeah, well, you're not exactly ripping them dead yourself. You're living in a trailer in
No,
Vegas.
what do you want to do? I just lost my job. Where would you be if you lost
Do you go into the pawn shops there?
All the time.
You do?
Absolutely.
And are you gambling a lot? I mean, do you have a gambling problem? I guess that's the
I have
question.
a little bit of a gambling problem, not a lot. I drink a little bit. I got some. Probably my worst vice is I need a steady stream of protein. If you get my drift.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
A steady stream of protein.
Really? Now, so have you ever gone on vacation?
I'm on vacation.
Well,
For
when
the
you were
long
working.
term. No, there's no vacation. There's no.
I mean, so it doesn't sound, to be honest with you, it doesn't sound
The
that.
only time we get air outside is when we're done baking the cookies and making the toys and stuff like that. We got to walk outside to get to the stables, and that's when we get our fresh air.
So it really doesn't sound as though being an elf is a very glorious job.
No, it's not at all. It's not at all. It's kind of tough.
Well, the one big plus is there's 6 females to 1
yes,
male
it's
elf.
6 to there's
I mean,
six.
that Tommy, you have to
Yeah,
admit.
but
That's
some of
pretty
those,
decent.
some of the 6 is a little marginal, but I mean, we still win.
How far is Lapland from North Pole?
Lapland. If you want to tell me where
Right
Lapland.
right near the Finnish border.
Oh, okay.
Between Russia and Finland.
Jeez, I don't know. We've been up there a long time.
Because they got the hot springs, and I didn't
came
know.
back down here on an iceberg, so I really don't know the distance.
Were you born up there?
Yes.
Are your parents still alive?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I haven't been in touch, no.
Really?
No.
Even at Christmas time?
I'm estranged.
Do You're estranged?
I'm estranged.
From your parents?
From my parents.
How about siblings? Any brothers, sisters?
Not that I know of. I'm kind of like alone.
Have you ever been married?
No, I'm working on that with Sandy.
So you think you're going to pull this off?
Maybe we'll see.
So
does she have any Zordis?
Yeah, they get paid very well accounting. Yeah, they're close to the money.
So you could live off of her.
Probably could.
Well, Santa is what, hundreds
I have
of...
a little pride.
Sal?
It's a little pride. I get a little pride.
This
is what you get for what you pay me. Shitty cigar, and apple juice.
It's not, that's Jameson.
Yes, I know it's Jameson. Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, you can't...
Good. Where's the ice? Throwing a cube in there? I like mine on the rocks.
Do we have anything?
No, you're good.
Now,
you're good.
We were told, Sal, that you're an avid. You like playing the football games.
I do like.
You do. How do you watch the games like at the North Pole that are taking place?
Satellite.
I got my smartphone down there. By the way, that's a government phone I've got.
Is that a satellite phone?
Yeah, well, it's a
So you guys have
smartphone, and I get the lines.
You have internet up there?
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Yeah, it's kind of weak. You know, it's very tough to. There we go.
So, when you were working, were you gambling up there too?
We would place bets online. Yeah, sure. I was only betting a couple of dollars because you really couldn't afford it. But I mean,
so
now that I live in Vegas now,
I
got a couple of little side gigs, and I've hit some.
So are you working?
I've also had to go into the pawn shop and sell a few things.
Are you working part-time at all? Like,
not really. No, I just got this gig. Hopefully, this will carry me to New Year's. And then I'm going to give it a shot with Circus, see if they can use me in there. Learning how to deal. I'd like to learn how to deal and work the tables. You know, I got a friend.
I think part of
you be able to look over
exactly.
the table?
That's part of the problem.
I got a friend that's a dealer in the Boston area, and he's not much taller than me. So I mean,
you know something.
What's his name? What's
his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Johnny Jacks.
Johnny
Jacks.
That's his name?
Great kid.
I think I know him. Little short kid.
Yeah.
Little portly.
Kind of looks like
he lost weight. He lost weight.
Looks a little bit like Danny DeVito, actually.
He does. He actually does.
You know something? I banged into him.
You did you?
Yeah, I did.
Would he bump into your knee?
A little bit higher.
A little higher.
A little higher.
Is he teaching you? Is he going to teach you?
I haven't called him yet. I'd like to maybe touch
base.
I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him before New Year's.
His shift ends at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know if I can handle that.
Well, you were working 24/7 for Santa,
but that was different because it had a little nap room if you were tired. You know.
Really?
Yeah. You had to, otherwise our production and our performance would have lagged.
There's no casinos in.
There isn't. That's why I use the smartphone. See, you still got a flip phone. That's your problem.
I love it.
Yeah, I know you do.
Is Santa friends? Does Santa know the Easter Bunny? Are they friends?
Well, you asked me that. You asked me that in the earlier session. Yeah.
But is there a network there between Santa?
Well, I think they use the same. They use the same delivery services. I mean, I know the candy. A lot of the chocolate that we use up at the North Pole comes from the Easter Bunny. Because they got a lot of leftover.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they can't use all that chocolate. You don't have any idea how much they put together?
Really?
All the eggs and those big giant bunnies and the Peeps and stuff like that. Well, Peeps isn't chocolate, but it's my favorite. I like the Peeps.
You know, my observation of you, Sal, I think you would make a tremendous, tremendous father to some little elves. I could see you having 3 or 4 elves. Don't you see it, Tom?
I do.
I mean, you're a pretty good role model. Right now you're going through...
You guys are picking up my spirits.
You're going through a difficult time, but you know something?
There's hope.
You're going to work through it.
There's hope.
There's hope. This is the beginning, not the end.
I'm hoping I can leverage Sandy in that aspect.
Is this pretty serious?
Well, yeah. I mean, I like it very much.
Yeah, but how do you know Santa is... I mean, I'm assuming that Santa is kind of like her surrogate father. It's her niece, right? Her parents.
Yeah.
Her parents are not here anymore.
No,
correct?
I don't believe so.
So, what makes you think that he fired you?
Mm-hmm. He fired me for the union thing, but he has a little hair across because of the niche thing.
So my point is, how do you know that if you propose to her, how is he going to, do you know he's going to bless it?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
I mean, would you consider?
We're killing your crowd here. I'm telling you something. This is them, not me.
Would you consider sitting with him and trying to patch it up so you can get back to work?
Yeah, if he puts something on the table for me and the rest of the Elves. I was the general manager for those guys. They looked up to me.
Why didn't you?
They looked straight across from me.
Why didn't you talk to him first before you tried to unionize?
Well, again, we saw the way he was delving out the pay, and the bonuses were nil, and we don't have a medical plan. We don't have 401k, and
So what happens if someone gets sick? You're on your own?
Well, usually they go to like that room where we nap, and they sleep it off and come back. It's like we have a different metabolism than you folks because we're smaller.
Do they have COVID up there?
No, we don't. That's something down here. No, there's no COVID in the north.
That's cool.
Because it's very cold. Can't live there.
Cold is beautiful.
Yes, it is. Cold is beautiful.
I love the winter.
No
So
flu.
do I. So do I.
So the day after, now Christmas Eve is over. Christmas Day is over. Kids all over the world are opening up their presents. Let's say that Christmas Eve is on a Friday, then Saturday is Christmas Day, Sunday the day off. What does Monday look like for the Elves once Christmas is over?
Oh, we get a break between Christmas and New Year's. We get to do what we want to do.
And so can you
take watch the bowl games. A lot of us like to sit around, watch the bowl games, smoke some decent cigars. And the Jameson's flowing up there.
Really?
Yeah.
And you guys sleep in bunk beds, bunk rooms?
Little tiny bunk beds, yes. Yep.
Now, because you were a boss, did you have your own room?
No, I got a bottom bunk.
You did?
Because of the man. Yeah, I didn't have to climb up top. They were in sets of threes.
Really?
Yeah, they were three bunks.
All right, tell us about the female elves. Now, Sandy's not an elf, or was
no,
she?
she's not.
She was regular height.
Regular size.
So what
she's
kind?
About 5'2".
5'2".
So she's about a foot taller than me.
Did the female elves just work the assembly line? Were there any supervisors with that?
No, there's the assembly line is the assembly line, but then there's the bakery where they bake the cookies, and then they have the candy, the candy where they box the candy. The candy already comes in. A lot of the candy comes from China too, and they box it in a separate.
That's a shame, isn't
yeah,
it?
Some of that Chinese food. Some of that Chinese candy's not bad. It's not bad.
Really?
Yeah. That's the same Oriental candy that you see at Disney. They're in the bags and yeah.
So do you guys have you ever tasted Chinese food?
Not really. We don't get that. I told you. You guess you don't listen
But he
well.
eats
We eat candy.
But he eats well.
He does. He does eat well.
Tell me about Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, good. I was just going to go
Claus
there.
can't. We're going to go there, because she can't. I don't even know how she gets under the sheets with this dude. I'll tell you right now. She's horrible. It's horrible. I feel bad for her.
Really?
She's got to get in the sack with that. Really. Oh, my God.
You think about that a lot, do you?
Well, because we've had to clean the sled when he gets back. Kid, I know what comes out of this guy. Could you imagine? I can't even imagine it, man.
But she's a nice lady?
She's wonderful. She's wonderful. It's
Does
the
she
yin
have
and
a
the yang.
Does she have a first name?
Huh? Mrs.
That's what I thought.
Mrs. Claus.
I'm sure.
Sandy Claus is his niece.
Right. And her name is Mrs.
Mrs. That's all we know is Mrs. Claus.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, we're very respectful up there, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe that. Does she ever kind of sneak out because I know prior to the show you said
Sneak out where? It's the North Pole.
No.
I told you I came down here on an
No.
iceberg.
Look, if I can
it was a piece of iceberg. How
if
I
I
got
can
down
finish
here.
my
I got
question.
off at Canada, and then I walked. I walked.
You walked?
Yes, I did. I walked. Well, we get around.
Wow, with those
It took
little
a long
legs?
time. Yeah, I lost my job last year, actually. It took me a year to get down here. Anyway.
Now, for people that are listening, do you have a GoFundMe page?
No, I don't have a GoFundMe page.
GoFundMe.
Oh, okay. I don't have a GoFundMe page. No, I don't. I should probably look into. What do you know about GoFundMe pages? You got a flip phone.
I know, but our listeners that are listening to this show,
right?
You're reaching their heartstrings.
I am.
Now, this is the best time to go after people for a soft touch.
Okay.
I'm wondering if people want to
can-
send you.
we want to help you.
We want to help you. How can we go about doing that? How come you don't have a GoFundMe page?
Well, maybe you can start a GoFundMe page. Why don't you guys do that for me?
Look at him, he brought it up.
and throw in a cigar and another glass of Jameson.
All right, listen, we're going to take a break. Sal the Elf, we have one more segment. We've got a few other things to ask you. I want to go back to Mrs. Claus because you said she's a wonderful woman.
She is. She's fantastic.
Good cook, too.
Is she really?
That's what I hear.
All right, Sal the Elf is with us. We got one more segment hanging there. We'll be right back.
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and we can never agree. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with great Italian cuisine, Capri Seaside Italian Grill. Me, I love the elegant romantic vibe, Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu with prices that'll make it the place you want to visit every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of an even cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites in the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Music Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all these great places, and they treat everyone like they're Mike Lamazzo. And best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all of this fun is right at your fingertips. We can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out about all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler,
owners of Grazie Italian Restaurant in Dracut, Massachusetts.
the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
In addition to spectacular views overlooking our golf course, we have an incredible Italian chef, Benny Curti.
Benny was born and raised in Italy and came to be our executive chef in 2013.
Benny is so passionate about cooking. If you haven't experienced the food at Grazie Italian Restaurant, you're truly in for a treat.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club.
Okay, we are back with Sal the Elf. Sal, I got to ask you a question because I heard some rumors about your candy department and edibles. Why don't you talk about that a little bit? Because there's a rumor circulating that there was a little segment of your candy department that you were in charge of, but you weren't exactly making milk chocolate.
Well, I'm not one of the bakers. See, we have a lot of good friends in the baking department. Those are the guys that make the edibles.
So you would get baked.
But what our friends would do is they'd make the medicinal
chocolates.
And gummies are my favorite. See, about the only candy that I really like.
So you're telling me that you would work after consuming those products?
Oh, we used to do that at night. Yeah, it's before we went to bed. It really helped you sleep because you got to get your sleep if you're going to be an elf.
Did you?
Very busy day. Very busy day. You know, we only get 3 hours sleep.
Wow.
Well, of course, because we're working.
Do you know what Tommy's going to get for Christmas?
I have an idea what he should get. I don't know
What
what
would
he
that
is
be?
going to get, huh?
What would that be?
Well, I think he needs to get. I think he needs to get a manager for his
Formats.
administrator. You need an administrator
for
is
his,
what you need.
format.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to open up a can of worms, but you were talking about Sandy earlier, and you've had an affair with her. There's
I
been
didn't
some
have an affair. We were dating, and
Yeah, well, there's been some smack talk.
she's not promiscuous, if that's what
Well,
you're.
there's been some smack talk that she's up there, you're down here, and there's been stuff going on up there with other elves.
Yeah, it's another female elf. You see.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I want to get back.
Is that
That's
what
right.
it is?
Yeah, because that's one of the benefits of being up there. At a 6-to-1 ratio.
Did you guys ever have a falling out, you and her?
Never.
Never?
Give her everything she wants.
Really?
She's my sweetheart.
Does she like playing with your ears? I mean,
really?
Those ears are beautiful.
With all the things she can play with my ears? Yeah, really?
I'm fascinated. But see the point, Tom?
I'm fascinated. Don't touch me.
I do.
Well, have you done anything? I can see every once in a while this anger comes forward.
I mean, you're still pissed off.
You're still you're still annoyed.
I got some allergies. I'm allergic to stupidity and ignorance, two things. And when I get stupid questions, then that really kind of pisses me off.
All right, I can see that. So, how much animosity do you have towards Santa?
Well, listen. The guy, he's one way. He's one way. He's you think with the type of person he's supposed to be, he'd be a little bit more benevolent with his workers. So
Where did you go to school, Sal?
I went to Elf school.
Whereabouts was that?
Northern Catholic.
Northern Catholic?
Northern Catholic, yes.
Oh, so okay.
Did they have a football team?
Yes, they did, actually. Yeah.
Did you play?
I was on the second string. I wasn't that good.
They probably played Austin Prep.
They may have.
Back in the day.
Austin Prep.
Elf school, is that like clown college?
Yes, it's similar to clown school.
Okay.
So they teach
That's
you.
another thing that I've been looking at. My resume is going to
Yeah?
go, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind being a clown.
You are a clown.
A little clown. Yeah, I can be.
I know you
A
can.
little
I can
clown.
be. Watch out how you preface that.
You're right. That's a very good point.
Because I'll stand up.
Santa has been. He's not happy with.
He's not
with you.
happy with anything.
But I think your gambling had a lot to do with it,
The gambling came
and
after
your
I lost
alcohol
the job.
consumption.
He didn't know we were gambling. I told you we were doing it online with DraftKings. He didn't
On
know.
DraftKings.
Yeah. On DraftKings, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, listen, we have a couple of minutes left. My question is, talk to us about how much anger there is, animosity in you towards what's happened to your life, because basically you've hit rock bottom.
Well, yeah, I'm almost rock bottom. I still have my girl up in the North Pole, which I'm going to go see, Christmas Eve. When he gets on the sled to deliver, I'm going back up there.
But you think you're going to get a little bit?
I'll get something.
How are you going to get up there?
At one point,
How are you getting up there?
How are you going to get back?
I plan on being one of three at the time when I get up there.
How do you
One of three.
How do you plan on getting back?
That's a good question.
I mean, it took
got
you
the
Took me a year to get
page.
down me.
But no, it took a year.
That money won't come.
It took a year for
I
him.
got to figure it out.
It took a year for him to get down here.
I will text her and have her wire me some cash, so I can take
a flight back.
Yeah,
So she's holding.
yeah. She's good. She's good. She'll take care of me, I think. Yeah. 'Cause out of all the elves up there, I'm in pretty good shape.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, you were a boss too, so I mean, you
The
got.
manager, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't glamorous. She's
No,
got
but
the-
you-
she
no,
got
But
the
you wore a
glamorous
tie
job.
every day?
No, we didn't wear ties.
You didn't wear ties?
No, we didn't wear ties.
And you had- you
never
had- you were a
seen- you never
boss.
seen the elf outfits, how they are?
And you had some perks.
No, but you were
They're
supervising.
kind of like a little Santa costume, but it's green instead of red.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like,
But
is
you-
my hat green?
You had some
Is my
perks.
hat green?
It
You
is
can't-
green.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had some perks up there, though. I mean, being a supervisor, you had some perks.
Yeah.
As opposed to the rank and file.
When on the off hours, I had control of the clicker, the remote control, and I get to watch what I want to watch, and they'd have to watch.
And
what
typically you'd watch
I'd
professional
I'd watch
football.
a lot of football, a lot of college football, and anything I had juice on. I mean, a little
Hey,
base
hey,
on.
hey.
Right.
Did you guys, for the clicker, did you guys watch Little People, Small World? that
Yes,
show?
we watched all
Okay.
kinds of stuff like that. You know, did you guys watch Elf every year?
I've seen it once.
That's a great. You know, he really wasn't an elf.
No, he's too big.
No, he's too big. He was too
So
big.
that's just Hollywood, then.
No, that was.
That
Might have been Mrs. Claus getting a little on the side.
That's just
Or
all.
could have been the UPS guy too.
That's just
So,
that's
yeah.
just
Good
all-
point.
That happens a lot.
Are you going? Where are you going to be Christmas Day yourself?
Christmas Day, I plan on being up there. I'm hoping to. And I got 3 days to get up there.
Really?
Wait, what's today? Yeah.
3?
No, I got 1 day. What am I talking
How are
about?
you going to get up there? You're not going to make it.
No. Well, we'll see.
So you can go
I
back.
can-
You can always go back to Vegas.
I might be able to. I got Microsoft Teams. Maybe I can Zoom call my friends. But if she can wire me the cash, I might be able to do something.
I kind of feel bad that this has kind of happened to you
This time of year, too.
I know it's a tough time of year for you. You know.
Well, what are you doing? You got room at your house?
I'm not
I don't eat a lot.
I'm good right now.
You're good right now?
I have my kids and grandkids are
Okay.
all over the house.
Well,
But yeah,
I wouldn't blend with your.
well, I'll tell you what.
grandkids
I
then?
tell you what I will offer you though.
What?
On Christmas Eve, Santa sometimes shows up at my house because I have, him and I have
You
communicated.
got to
in the
bring the
past.
coal somewhere.
Well, he's not coming down this. He's afraid to come into the house this year with other people in it. He's just going to do the chimney thing.
Oh, okay.
Now, for a stipend, I would consider having you come to my house on Christmas Eve, talk to the kids, the grandkids, hand out a few presents. What kind of money are we talking?
A C-note.
A C-note's kind of fair.
Yeah. That's
That
all we
is
need
fair.
because things aren't that expensive up there.
How long will you hang out at the house for?
Oh, a couple of weeks.
I can provide some food,
That's great.
alcohol.
Any scacciata? Little tiramisu?
Well, the scacciata we had,
You like
except
Crispellis?
I love Crispelli.
Do you?
I'm Sicilian.
they have Crispellis up in.
No, they don't. We get candy. Here, again, you don't get it. I'm asking for something I don't
So
eat.
how do you even-
I want a scacciata. I want a...
Easy, big guy.
I want a schrodel. I would like chicken parmesan. I would like a lasagna. I mean, could you do something like that? Huh?
I think I
Little cappuccino.
Hey.
I'll
A
try.
pastacciotto.
I will.
Could you do that?
I will.
You want
Aren't
them double
aren't you
cooked?
related to the pastry people?
A little bit, yeah.
You want the
Can't throw me a bone?
You want the
Really?
pastaciotti?
Yeah, I would love
double
a pasta double cooked. Yeah.
Double cooked.
All right, listen, we got about 3 minutes left.
Okay.
Do you want to say anything to the children across the world and to Sandy up in the North Pole?
Yeah. Kids, Santa loves you. It's me he hates.
All right.
And to Sandy?
Sandy, I'll be seeing you soon. Please. And ask Jenny if she can join us.
And what about Santa? You want to
What
say?
about Santa?
Why don't you say something to Santa?
Hey, Santa.
With that, look at Petrocelli's just shaking his head.
Rico. Anyway,
He agrees. He agrees.
I'm glad you had the time to join us today.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
glad I was able to take the time because really, I got all the time.
It's a
I
pleasure.
got all the free time you can imagine.
Santa, serious. Nice watch.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
All right. With that being said, thanks for coming by. I wish you the best. Listen, you can always work up. You can always work for the Easter Bunny. You can do anything.
There's a lot of things
you
I
have
can
some.
do.
You have talents. We
Yeah.
could tell today you had talents.
I like the clown idea, though. Thank you very much.
You're
You
welcome.
planted a seed with me. That's pretty good.
Hey.
Well, listen. I wish you the best, Mikey. Have a great Christmas Eve. What's up for Christmas Eve?
We're going to Barbara's sons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the whole crew over, kids, grandkids. No political discussions. We all agree because some of my kids are to the extreme left, some are to the extreme right, and some are in the middle. I said no politics this year. No politics. I think that's fair, right?
You're better off.
Absolutely.
You don't get in trouble that way.
With that being said, Chrissy, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Love
everyone.
you guys.
David,
Merry Christmas. To our,
Peter, Merry Christmas.
Rico, I'm going to see you in a minute. To our viewers and listeners, we love you guys. Thanks for all the support. Please subscribe to our YouTube page. Share the show with your friends. We want to expand our footprint.
Don't forget the GoFundMe page.
With that being said, remember, if you can't make fun of yourself, please don't make
fun of me.
Don't make fun of anyone.
Can I touch the ear one more time?
Go ahead.
Me too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Are you kidding me? Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Enjoy.
Take care.
Thanks for all your support.
Audio Jungle.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.